What is going on, guys? This is the Club of the Man 1993. We're back here to talk about another player who just about a week ago announced his retirement. Someone who I feel definitely deserves a lot more recognition than he gets. And that is now former starting pitcher for Major League Baseball, J.A. Happ. A 15-year journeyman left-handed starting pitcher announced his retirement last week after a 15-year career with 8 different teams. Happ, I think, he was never like a flamethrowing pitcher, but he was a strong, middle of the order starting rotation pitcher that I feel like, a guy who wasn't like a flamethrower, but he pounded the strike zone well. He had a lot of winning seasons. You forget that. He had a lot of winning seasons. If there's a underrated player for sure, it's definitely J.A. Happ, which the J stands for James Anthony Happ. I guess recently, of course, he went back and forth to decide whether he wanted to play this year or not. He didn't have a job by opening day, and of course, he got to the point where he turned on the team opening day. He was like, his wife was like, "What do you think?" And based off the talk they had, he felt that it's done. Happ was originally a third-round draft pick by the Philadelphia Phillies in 2004. He debuted with the Phillies in 2007, appeared in just one game. And the following year, he pitched 8 games and earned enough trust to make the team's NL National Championship Series roster and turn in 3 sharp innings of relief, which of course led to the Phillies winning the World Series in 2008. In 2009, though, Happ not only established himself as a member of the Phillies rotation, but took home second place in the National League Rookie of the Year vote after he logged a 2.93 ERA in 166 innings of work. And I believe they said he started in the bullpen that season. I think he finished with like a 12-4 record, something like that. But it was one of several winning records that Happ put up. And he also had hurled shutouts that season against the Rockies and Blue Jays in just his 7th and 14th career start in the big leagues. However, though, the Phillies shipped him off in a deal to the Astros in 2010, in a deal that included that in return they got the veteran All-Star and Cy Young Contender at the time, Roy Oswalt. And again, he was traded in several unnoticeable trades. The Astros would include him in an 11-player deal that sent him to the Blue Jays. And then, of course, Joe Musgrove actually came over, I think, to the Astros in that trade as well. So, big swap there was a surprise there. Happ was also swapped straight up for Michael Saunders in 2014. As a return to the Blue Jays on a 3-year deal as a free agent, he was then, of course, flipped to the Yankees for Brandon Drury and Billy McKinney in the final part of that season. Like I said, he never was a flamethrower or like a huge all-star candidate, but he always was like a mid-starter as well. He, of course, spent some time in the American League East at the Yankees and Blue Jays to put up some solid years. His peak was between 2014 and 2020. During this span, listen to these numbers. Happ had pitched 1,058 2/3 innings with an ERA of 3.81. For a not so much of a strikeout pitcher, that's pretty darn good. He also got the All-Star nod in 2018 and finished 6th in the Cy Young Award voting in 2016. He, of course, would sign deals with the Blue Jays, the Yankees, and, of course, with the Twins in just his last season this past year, which he split between the Twins and the Cardinals. All in all, Happ had a career record of 133 and 100. That's pretty darn good. A career ERA of 4.13, 1,661 strikeouts, 4 complete games, and 3 shutouts. He did all of this. He split his career the 8 teams he played for, he had 2 stints, I believe, with the Jays, is the team he had 2 stints with, but he started with the Phillies, he was with the Astros, he went back and forth twice with the Blue Jays, he also spent time with the Twins. 2014, he split the year with the Mariners and the Pirates in 2015, that's 2015, where I believe with the Pirates, like, he was a strong starter for 2015, especially when the Pirates were battling, like, the Cubs and the Cardinals the last, like, couple months of the season to determine, their positioning, as the 3 of them were running away with playoff spots for sure, as they were the 3 best, had to end up finishing with the first, second, and third, Cardinals, Pirates, Cubs, but they were the 3 best win-loss records in the league that year. But I think he went like 7-2 with like a 1.58 ERA or something like that. I was really happy with that pickup the Pirates got during that offseason. He reached the postseason 6 times. He won a World Series ring with the Phillies in 2008 and pitched well in 4 of those 6 playoff runs. And then, of course, he was definitely a very, very underrated player who definitely put up some solid campaigns. Actually, let me pull up his stats. I want to see, because I know he had some really strong, wins-loss records. Go to the Cardinals. That's what we played with last. Pitching wins. Let's pull up Happ here. Okay, because even despite a 5.79 ERA this past season, he still went 10-8 between the Twins and the Cardinals. But yeah, listen to these. Like in 2009, when he placed second in the Rookie of the Year voting, he went 12-4 with a 2.93 ERA and a 6-4. 2011, 6-15. That was a little weak there. 10-11, 5-7. 2014, 11-11. 2015, so between the Mariners and the Pirates, 11-8 with a 3.61 ERA. And yeah, he went 7-2 with a 1.85 ERA and 11 starts with the Pirates. That is awesome for sure for Happ. With the Blue Jays in 2016, this is his best record, and probably his best season too, maybe. He went 20-4 with the Blue Jays in 2016 with a 3.18 ERA. 10-11 with the Blue Jays volume, but still 3.53 ERA. 17-6 with a 3.65 ERA in 2018. 2019, 12-8 with a 4.91. Shortened pandemic, 2020 went 2-2 with 3.47. And then, of course, 2021 with the Twins and Cardinals, 10-8 with a 5.79 ERA. Again, very underrated for sure. He was definitely a reliable piece to anyone's rotation in the middle for sure. So, J.A. Happ, congratulations on an excellent 15-year career. Definitely enjoyed his retirement for sure, my friend. So, guys, that's my thoughts on J.A. Happ calling it his career. What are your thoughts on J.A. Happ's retirement and his career as well? Do you agree, of course, that Happ is one of the more underrated players in the game for sure? Leave your thoughts down in the comments section below. And be sure, as always, to slap a like on the video and subscribe for more content on my channel. Follow me on Twitter as well at DemandAirboy93. Till you guys, I check it out. I'll catch you all later. Have a great rest of your night. And peace out, everybody. No escape.